What is going on, boys and girls? What's going on? So, um, it's just a review of the trades I've been taking. It's a strategy that I've learned and I'm trying to work on. So the strategy here, what it says is you identify the Asian session, and then after you identify the Asian session, it's from here. So this is a UTC time zone, so which means the Asian session is going to start here at 12 a.m. and it's going to end at 9 a.m. So what the strategy says is you identify the high and the low of the Asian session, and whatever happens is just when this red line here represents the London session. As the London session starts, you wait for the market to take either the high or the low of the Asian session, and as soon as it takes the high of the Asian session, if it goes for the low of the session, you look for buys, right? So here the strategy did not pan out, so yeah, it means that there was no trade here. But the previous day it did do that. It took the high of the Asian session and then we looked for sells the previous day, but for today it didn't. It only did that in another pair. I'm going to look for that pair. It's not this one here. It did do that, but we didn't notice the trade. We were not monitoring the trade. This is why you see a loss here. But there is where we got a trade and it worked out properly, and this is the trade we're going to dissect. This is the trade that happened. So like I said, the Asian session is from 12 a.m. and it goes on to 9 a.m. The London session starts at 7 a.m. and it ends at 4. Is it 4 or 5 p.m.? Just around here, right? Okay, so let's break it down. Let's go into it. So like I said, the blue lines, this from this part here until this one here, it represents the Asian session, right? So what I did was identify the high. The high is this one here, because I only identified the high because it was near, the market was near the high, right? And then if the market goes on to break the high, that means we're going to look for sell positions, right? We're going to look for sell positions. Now what I do is I enter the trade on using fair value gaps, right? We use fair value gaps on the 5 minute. Let me see. Not really on the 5 minute. I think the 15 minute was the one, because it has to be a high probability trade. Let me see. It was on the okay, 15 minutes. Okay, you can either enter it on a whatever trade model you trade, then that's the one you're going to use, either the order blocks or yeah. So let me just explain what happened here. It took the high, right? It took the high, retraced, and even went even higher, right? So as you can see here, there was a fair value gap here that was created, right? But we can say that was there a change of character? Well, it's risky, right? It's risky because this is what I need to establish now, because, or does it happen in the kill zone? So this is the London session, right? The London session is this one, and this would be London session starting. This is 12 a.m. in London, right? And then this would be just around 2 a.m. in London, right? 2 a.m. in London. So the kill zone, I think London kill zone starts from 2 a.m. in London. So that would mean 2 hours after the market opens, right? So from 9 until 11, this is 2 a.m., right? So just around this zone here, we're going to look for what we call a trade ideas that might happen here, trade models that might happen here. So I think I entered from the 5-minute. But I did not follow it to the T. However, I should start learning how to follow it to the T, because it's very, very important. If I don't follow the trade properly, then it won't be effective. Like, I'm trying to create this strategy. Well, I learned it from somebody else, but I'm trying to make it as mechanical as possible for myself, so that it works properly. So this is like London kill zone from this 11, from 11 meaning it's 2 a.m. in London, right? So from 2 a.m. going onwards, that's the kill zone. So I have to look for a trade idea in the kill zone. So as you can see, this rectangle here that I just pressed for you to highlight, we see a fair value gap created within kill zone. So that means it's highly likely going to be respected, right? So my entry was supposed to be right there. My entry was supposed to be here, right? On this fair value gap here, right? This one. Yeah. So as you can see, price rejected off with this wick here. That was my entry right there. That should have been my entry, and the price would go downwards. As you can see with the trade history, I entered. It's a demo account, so entering with a demo account, it gives you that layer of protection to enter recklessly. But maybe tomorrow I'll create a video where I enter it properly, right? So that is basically, if you're looking for a trade and it doesn't respect your model, go look for other opportunities, right? So this is what happened. This is my entry opportunity, and it went from this point here until, so the kill zone or the London time goes from 7 a.m. until 4 p.m. UTC, right? So 4 p.m. UTC would be just somewhere here. Let me just put a line into. So the London time is signified by the red line. So let's just, it's 5 p.m. Okay, was it 7 to 5? I think it was 7 to 5. Either 7 to 5 or 7 to 4, right? Yeah. But anyway, this is basically where we exited our trade. As you can see, we went from there until there. And yeah, that's V101S. Let's go check the history. V101S, as you can see from here going downwards, V101S, it was in profits. The V251S, it did not respect it, right? But anyway, it went okay. This is a demo account, like I said. And yeah, I'll record another video trying to follow the strategy as mechanically as possible. But anyway, yeah, that's basically the strategy. Cool. Have a good one.